What is going on, guys? My name is Wolf Sickness and welcome to another video. So today I'm going to be showing you the best OBS settings for your recording settings. So let's get straight into it, shall we? By the way, this is what the recording looks like on the desktop. And this is what it looks like when you are in some gameplay action, everybody. But yeah. So, as you can currently see, we do have OBS open. So, there is lots of me. It's just like a recurring thing. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So, first of all, you either press settings right there, or you can just go file settings. So, once you do get this little box open, you have everything like this. So, the general tab, I would just recommend leaving that at default, as basically it's just personal preference, really. You can go down them. For example, the preview, you can hide the overflow and stuff. But yeah, it's basically up to you. For example, is it going to be in your system tray? I really don't mind about that. But yeah, so next tab is stream. Obviously, we aren't going to be streaming. This is a recording video. So we go into output and press recording. Gonna make this a little bit bigger for you guys. So as you can see, these are all the settings, but I'm gonna go one by one, everybody. So as you can see, this is my F drive. It's a 3 terabyte drive and it's located in OBS, then recordings, and all of my recordings are in here. And then I just made an extra folder called done. So basically when I've edited a video, it just goes in that folder because may need it in future. And I like the highest quality footage, you know? This is basically the highest quality you can do on YouTube, by the way, for 1080p 60 fps, but I render in 1440p because it gives like a higher bit rate and it gives a better codec. Basically, I can do a video on that in the future if you guys would like that. But yeah, now I'm just going to close that. And so yeah, so basically a recording path is where we're going to. I would always recommend recording to like a D drive or something if that is available in your current situation, because let's say if you're playing your game on a C drive and all your Windows and stuff is on the C drive, obviously, then your C drive is being overloaded because obviously it's having to load Windows, having to load your game. And if you're overloading it with your recording too, it's just going to make it a little bit more not as lag free, you know? But yeah, I would always recommend doing that. You can get a terabyte for really cheap on the used market for like 20 quid or something. Or if you go on Amazon, it's like £30 for a terabyte. And terabyte is going to last you so long. I've got like 14 terabytes in my PC, I think, because obviously this is a workstation PC. So the next one is recording format, MP4. Some people do hate me for this, but this is the easiest way to get your videos. You can record in MKV. Yes, if your OBS crashes or something, then you will still keep your video clip. But the thing is, I record videos for like 5-6 hours, like when I stream and stuff. So if I'm recording for 6 hours, then it needs to basically, once MKV is recorded, it automatically remuxes into an MP4. Imagine 6 hours worth of gameplay. That takes literally probably I think it took like an hour and a half, an hour just to remux it, unless it's on an SSD, of course. But as I did describe earlier, it's best to just buy a secondary hard drive. Apart from that, then yeah, just do MP4. But if you're doing shorter clips, then do MKV. And then basically you would have to go into advanced and then automatically remux to MP4. Because basically, if it is in a MKV file, basically what that means is it won't let you edit your videos unless you want to directly upload it to YouTube. I'm not too sure if that allows that certain format, but yeah, basically no editor really allows MKV. Next one is Encoder. So this is for NVIDIA GPUs. On the screen right now, I'll put the settings if you want to do one for like AMD, or if you just have like Intel QuickSync, or even if you don't have that, if you have X264, then I'll show you all the settings. But yeah, so if you have a NVIDIA card, then use NVIDIA NVENC H.264 in brackets new. The new is very important, otherwise I'm pretty sure it uses the old architecture, and basically the new architecture can record at comparable to X264 fast, and the old one is faster / very fast. Basically, if you use a new, it's gonna be more performance and more quality out of your video feed. And I did miss that audio track. Just put that to number 1. All my sources just come through a mic. and then I used Adobe Audition to record my microphone. That's how I get my microphone. Microphone sounds so good. Okay, so rescale output, do not tick that box at all, because basically we do it on video feed, because if you do it in the video feed and you do it in rescale output, basically what it's doing is it's rescaling it twice. So that's double the performance for the same quality. Why would you do that, you know? Custom mux and settings, leave that to default unless you know what you're doing. Okay, so rate control, just leave that to CQP, all those different options down there. But basically what CQP means is that it's a constant quality, and basically it tries to target a certain quality. Let's say if I am just recording my desktop how we are, it will be recording at maybe like 5,000, 4,000 bit rate. As soon as we go into fast motion, it will go to a higher bit rate, like 30,000, 40,000. So basically whenever it needs to upgrade the bit rate, it will do accordingly. So basically it's not killing your file size while maintaining the same quality. Like me recording the desktop versus gameplay, as you saw earlier, is keeping the same quality. It basically is like constant quality preset. But yeah, so leave it to that. I started using it in 2016. Honestly, the best thing ever. I used to record at 720p 60 fps and 8,000 bit rate, but yeah, don't do CBR. Honestly, it's not good. Lower file size and better quality from CQP. So for your CQ, so constant quality level, put that to 22. I would honestly recommend that 1,000,000%, guys, because basically I've done some tests, even uploaded it directly onto YouTube, and I've done like pixel by pixel. Because of a YouTube compression, you cannot see any difference between CQP level 22 and 16, 12. Like basically as soon as you go under 22, your file size is going to get bigger for one. And if you're uploading to YouTube, then yeah, you aren't going to see a difference. But if it is just for like generic use, or if you want to do some cinematic stuff for like you're doing commission work or something, and you need to record some cinematics for, I don't know, COD or Fortnite or whatever game you're editing for, then you can do a lower CQP. What I'd recommend maybe like 16 or 14 or something. But even then, there isn't going to be much difference between 22, 16 and 14. You can do some tests yourself, but I've done tests previously, and yeah, there's basically no difference at all. So keyframe interval, leave that to 0. It's only really necessary when you are streaming. Basically, it's just what streaming services want from you, and basically it's looking ahead to see where the footage is going to be in that like many seconds, if that makes any sense. But yeah, basically leave it to 0 because it's only recording. So if you're on a single PC, then do this preset to quality. But if you are doing like a console recording or a desktop recording or something like that, because I have a dual PC setup, I select max quality because I really don't mind how much like GPU usage my GPU is on, you know, because it's not running any games. All it is running OBS, Spotify, and my Audition. And as you can currently see, it's basically using no GPU usage. Well, I mean, it's 35% or so, but that is because of my animated overlay. So the next one is profile. Just leave that to high. Look ahead. I wouldn't really recommend that because I've seen some first person shooter games and stuff, and basically that makes it look worse. I don't know how, but I'm guessing it look ahead to the next frames. But if there's fast motion, it looks worse. But if there's slow motion like Hearthstone, it looks better. So yeah, basically if you're playing fast motion games, also I think it uses more GPU usage as well. So, you know, I use Psycho Visual Tuning. No idea what it does. There's a little like demonstration thing. Enables encoder settings that optimize the use of bitrate for increased perceived visual quality, especially in situations with high motion at the cost of increased GPU utilization. So most people that I do talk to on the OBS Discord and stuff turn that off if they're on a single PC setup. But as I'm on dual PC setup, it says that it provides more quality and just at the cost of more GPU usage. But you know, as I said, I'm not playing games on this PC. GPU, leave that to 0 unless you have SLI, and SLI isn't SLI doesn't work very well on OBS. Don't know too much on it, but yeah, all I know is that it doesn't work well. So leave that to 0. Unless you have a spare GPU, then just put it to 1, I guess, and then it will use the NVENC encoder on your second graphics card. Basically, GPU 0 is like your first graphics card, and then the SLI is your first GPU. So 0 then 1. It'd be like disk 0, disk 1, disk 2, kind of like that, if that makes sense. And max B frames, just leave that to default, so number 2. So audio, this is really up to you guys because obviously everybody's audio setups are completely different. So mine, I disabled literally everything apart from my wavelength stream. As you can see from here, I do all my audio from here. But most people will probably just put like their mic as a Blue Snowball or something. Blue Snowball is very, very popular mic. But yeah, I do all my audio just through a separate program. And then you can do 48 kilohertz as, I think that's the default actually. They updated it from 41.5 or I think it's 0.5. But I know it's 41. And then if we go on to video, 1920 by 1080, 1920 by 1080 by cubic, pointless changing that. I think like somehow 36 samples looks worse. I don't know how though. I've seen some tests on it though. And common FPS value is 60. So basically your base canvas resolution is what your actual canvas is. So for example, right now, the quality might not be amazing because this is on a 4K desktop, but we are basically taking it down to 1080p. The reason why I do this is because of my other sources. Because as you know, my webcam is at 1080p and my capture card, like gaming PC, I play all my games at 1080p as well. So if I do it at 4K, it's literally pointless unless I'm doing desktop recording. But I will be editing this video in 1440p. But yes, so basically your base canvas is what your games are being played at. So let's say you're playing at 2560 by 1440, so 1440p. Then you have to put your base canvas to 1440p there. But then your output is basically what are you outputting to the source? Well, not the source, but like the recording or the stream. So that's what I was saying earlier. So if we go back to output, you see it says rescale output. Basically, ignore that and you're doing everything here. By the way, I can't change these settings because I'm currently actually recording myself. It says video output is currently active. Please turn off any outputs to change your video settings. But yes, so if you want to record in 720p, change it to 720. But as I do all my gaming in 1080p, I do that. And I stream in 1080p too because I got a 3700X that can handle X264 medium. But yeah, hotkey is really up to you. I don't use it because I use a Stream Deck. I got so many programs, man. And then this is a big one, yo. So if you go to general process priority and set that to high, only, don't change it right now, but only change that if you feel like your game is taking too much resources and your stream is lagging. So let's say if you was getting 120 FPS, 130 FPS ish on, let's say, Call of Duty, then you have your OBS on normal, your stream will most likely be lagging because it'll probably be using 99% of your GPU usage. So basically, if you do your process priority to high, then OBS will have less chance of lagging. That's the simplest way that I can really put it. By the way, once you put all these changes in, I would recommend restarting OBS just so you know it's all perfect. And then the rest of it is really up to you. You can change your color range from partial to full, but sometimes I feel like the colors and stuff are a little bit washed out, so I just leave it to partial. But yeah, those are all my settings. But yeah, that's about it for today's video. I really do hope that you guys have enjoyed because we have been recording for literally 23 minutes because I wanted to go thoroughly into this video. But yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. My name has been Woolsickness. You guys have been absolutely awesome. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the daily freaking uploads. I'm putting more effort into my videos compared to how I used to. Hopefully you can see a difference in them now. Thank you so much guys for watching. My name is Woolsickness. You guys have been absolutely awesome. Please comment down below if you feel like this has helped you in some way, or if your recordings are lagging or something. Please comment down below. Like the video if you haven't already, guys, and subscribe if you're new around here because we're on our way to 10,000 subscribers. But yes, thank you guys for watching. My name's Woolsickness. You guys have been absolutely awesome. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video of mine. Peace out. Much love. And you know how this ends, you know? Dab.